Hi guys, today I want to talk about my weight loss. So I know I've said this before and people tell me, oh, you're not fat, but being fat is not really how others perceive you. It's how you perceive yourself. And I've always been very slim throughout my life. In the last few years, I became lazy and put on a lot of weight. So I've been around 62 to 64 kilograms all my life, but I got to nearly 69 kilograms in the last, 5 years. And it creeped up gradually, so it didn't happen suddenly that I became fat, but I started realizing that my face, even now, it's a bit chubby, and that's what I really don't like. It bothers me. The rest of my body is fairly okay. So I got a little bit of fat around my waist. That comes with age, but also with laziness and eating garbage. So I decided that I wanted to lose weight. I hate exercising. So there was no way I thought I would ever lose weight until I watched this video that a chap called Mario Adrian made about how he quickly loses weight between his fashion shows, because he's a model and he goes to America where they want him to be big and muscly, and then he goes to Milan and he has to lose weight to be slim. And when he talked about how he lost weight, being a doctor, it instantly resonated and made sense to me as to how your body reacts. So I did that for I started in January, so we're now in the middle of April, and I've lost 5 kilograms, zero exercise. So I thought I should share that with you guys, because if you want to gradually lose weight, because if you lose it too quickly, it may have other side effects and you may get, wrinkles or stretch marks or things like that. So it's better to gradually lose weight and let your body adapt and adjust. I'll tell you before you guys get bored, because I watch these videos and people talk about everything else other than the subject. So I'll tell you that quickly and then I'll talk about the other things. So my routine has been that 1 week a month. So this isn't like an aggressive diet. This isn't about not eating anything and controlling or whatever. This is just 1 week in a month. So you eat normally for 3 weeks, and then 1 week a month you pick whichever week it is, but it has to be every month that same week. So let's say you chose week 4 of January and said, I'm going to use that as my weight loss week. So what I did was, between 8 o'clock at night until 12 o'clock the next day, midday, I didn't eat anything. So basically it's a 16-hour fast, but in reality you're sleeping for 8 hours of that. So you have 4 hours on either side that you have to deal with. And what you do is you have your dinner and everything and stop eating at 8 o'clock. After that, if you really feel hungry, have a cup of tea without milk, have a coffee without milk, or have water. Because a lot of times when your body is dehydrated, it mimics as hunger. So the first week you'll find that it's a little harder, because if you're used to snacking or eating late, your body will crave. And so, but after 12 o'clock, if you go to sleep earlier, that's even better, but I usually go to bed at about 12. So at 12 o'clock, I do go to bed. So I wake up at 8, and then I would have a glass of water before I do anything else. I would sometimes squeeze a lemon into it just to give it some taste, because also lemon is a good cleanser. After that, I would, brush my teeth and do whatever, and then have a coffee. Then I would wait until about 11 o'clock when I would start feeling hungry. And at that time, or if you feel hungry sooner, have another coffee. So when you have coffee, somehow it kills your hunger for a short time. And also, coffee apparently is good for your liver. So while you're having water in the morning with lemon in it, and then you're having coffee, you're detoxing your liver as well. So at 12 o'clock, You can have breakfast, you can have whatever you want. So between 12 and 8, you can eat as much as you want. Obviously, don't go nuts and crazy and try to overstuff yourself, but your usual diet. And then at 8 o'clock, you stop again. And then once you've done that for 7 days, you go back to your normal routine, eat whatever, obviously in moderation, don't go crazy, and then start again. Because if you do it every day or every week throughout the month, and if you fast for, 30 days, you might lose weight, but also your body will get used to that whole routine. So you need to give it some time for it to adjust back into normal. And then basically I did that and started this in January, and now in April I have lost 5 kilos. So I didn't even feel it. What I noticed, the strangest stuff that I noticed about myself, I used to hate vegetables, I used to hate fruit. I was a big meat eater and burgers and chips and things like that. For some reason, my body started craving fruit and vegetables, and I enjoy them. So by doing this fast thing, it's readjusted or recalibrated my need. And now I crave things that I didn't crave before. I've stopped craving French fries and chips and deep fried food, which I used to love before, and I've started craving these things that I used to consider hippie and healthy things that I didn't really give a hoot about. So yeah, somehow your body adjusts to get the nutrients it wants and needs. What I would say is do this for a period of 6 months and then see how it goes. Obviously, if you start feeling weak and things, I'm not advising you as a doctor. I'm just telling you the story of what I did and how it worked for me. It may not work for you, so don't take this as medical advice and then have some, issues with your health. And obviously, if you're diabetic and all these other, if you have any other medical conditions, before you do any of these fasts, you should consult your doctor because your body may react very differently. But if you're a normal healthy human being who's overweight, then this really, really works. And what I also noticed is that because you're fasting for a whole week and you're, perhaps not eating as much late at night, your sleep pattern changes. I used to have an uncomfortable sleep, and now I sleep really, really well and very deep, and I sleep I feel fresh when I wake up. And if on a normal day when I'm not fasting, I eat something after, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, then when I go to bed, I feel heavy and I can't sleep properly. So giving yourself that period between 8 and 12 for your body to digest and absorb everything and let your stomach relax really, really helps. I think my stomach size shrunk as well because I used to eat a lot more before, but now I eat less. And I don't feel weaker. I feel healthier overall. From a medical point of view, there are two things that happen when you're eating. So you get two types of signals. We have a satiety center in our brain. So when the blood glucose level goes down, the brain triggers this thing and it tells our body to go and get food. So when we eat food, there are two signals. One is the blood glucose level goes up once the food is digested, or you've had something sweet. It goes into the blood, goes to the satiety center and says, yes, I have enough sugar and I'm all right. The second one is the expansion of the stomach. When the stomach distends, it sends a signal to the brain, I'm full. That feeling of fullness is extremely pleasurable and very addictive, which is why fat people become fat, because every time they eat and the stomach distends, they get that amazing pleasure and they keep doing it over and over again. And obviously the stomach keeps expanding in size and they keep eating more. So by doing this thing, somehow the stomach shrinks and you don't get that expansion of stomach feeling, because I used to have that. There was a point where I used to just eat things that would distend my stomach and I would feel so good. Finally, very controversial stuff. And when people say, I don't eat anything, I get fat, it's all lies. You cannot get fat on air and water. So people get fat because they eat a lot. They may lie to the world, but you can't lie to yourself. So if you want to lose weight, you should know that you're eating a lot, and you're the only one who can honestly control it. If you're fat, it's your fault. It's no one's fault. Don't blame the world. Don't blame your metabolism. Don't blame your genetics and all that, because I am yet to meet a fat person who eats very little and drinks water and eats healthy things and still continues to be fat. I'm afraid it's not possible. It's simple physics and biology. Input, output. Your body has to shrink if it's not getting. I don't think there are many fat people in Ethiopia where they have no food, or in other African countries where their people are suffering from starvation. So yeah, don't fool yourself and others by saying I don't eat anything, it's just genetics, because it isn't. Thanks for watching. Hope this was of some use, and I will let you know how it goes. Now I think I need to go to the gym and maybe fix these toothpick arms, because I've lost so much weight that my arms look like toothpicks. But I hate the gym, I hate exercising, so I'll have to come up with some solution or some way where I can I don't know, gain some muscle without lifting weights. Thanks for watching.